top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Michigan's offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to beat him to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and you can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets it to him on the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals, and you have...
Turning it on! Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. He's looking to pass. Fires left. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm...
He gets it in! Touchdown, Boilermaker! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside, and the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Scanning the field, it's Stevenson. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Toss to the left. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! They'll try to add another to their lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw. It's Stevenson. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 16, on to punt it away.
Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Purdue.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Boilermakers are on the move. They go to the ground. Finding open areas. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pucks it out of the air. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a little space. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, added another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can come.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Lost to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pulled and fired complete. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Turns it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Stevenson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Stevenson. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it like that. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What a number. Good job blocking up front.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Toledo.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Toss sweep to the right. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a two-point play?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Back to throw, it's Stevenson. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on third. looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out.
Makes a grab past the marker. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stevenson. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Yeah, and now you got the one final play, right? Like this is, you've dreamed about this. You've tried to put yourself in this situation. You're down a score. You've got to make something happen. What's your go-to play? Who's your...
And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. To the air, it's Stevenson. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they're on top here in overtime.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Trying to get the edge on the right. Creates a little room. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Stevenson. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great response here in overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be